Hi, Zizaran here with another video for the upcoming 3.20 Sanctum League. And in this one, we're just going to look over some of the announcements, the unique items, and just a few of the things that they have tweeted out. So this is just like a Newsy News sum up video. Newsy News! We have a new divination card for Divine Orbs, and I would reckon that we have quite a lot of these coming. Maybe not all at once. I do know that there is one more coming for sure. I don't know if that's coming out this league, but we will see a lot of these divination cards now that Exalted Orbs have been replaced by Divines. So we have the upcoming Val Caustic Arrow and Val Volcanic Fissure skill preview. So Val Caustic Arrow fires in like a straight line. We don't have the final numbers on anything yet. Honestly, we have like no numbers yet this league. But they have said that Val Caustic Arrow is going to do more damage than normal Caustic Arrow, but it will not stack. And Val Volcanic Fissure, this is the new skill, and it comes with a new Val skill as well. It looks really cool. Obviously be extra good if it has something with explosions on it, like as an asset, etc. Because, you know, you can see that it like travels on its own a card, so it can like clear an area on its own with explosions. And it looks honestly really good. The skill in general looks very fun. I would be tempted to make not a build guide for this, but some sort of like, this is what I would do. But starting with a completely new skill is always a little scary. Here we got another example of a sanctified relic. The thing about these are like charms from Diablo. And I think you could only have one of these specific ones because these affect you inside and outside the sanctum. And some of them are really cool. They do seem like there are evolved versions as well that can actually have keystones on them. Next up, we have Val Molten Strike and a Val Smite skill preview. So the Molten Strike looks just like the Threshold Duel, I guess. And it also just looks like Magma Orb with the Sire of Shard. Not 100% sure how I feel about this. It's just clear and not something that's going to help with single target. And my favorite thing with Val skills is like a nice single target boost. Val Smite does look very cool because they said that the buff effect that it gives will be bigger than just regular Smite. So this could be very spicy for a lot of things. Honestly, really impactful. Here is another unique jewel you might find in the Forbidden Sanctum expansion. And we're now, you know, they've been shown that we have one other like this as well. So I'm guessing there's just one for each element. There's one where chance avoid to be shocked, chance avoid to be chilled or frozen, or one with avoid being ignite will be all ailments. So that's going to be really good. If you find one of these, be very easy to get full ailment avoidance. Here is another divination card, and this is our colleague's Fang. A fun fact about divination cards is that all of them are made by supporters. None of them are made by GGG as a company. For example, like Vex has made one, but that was gifted by a supporter. So every single div card is made by a supporter. Here we have Val Venom Gyre and Val Blade Flurry. Venom Gyre, honestly, it looks really interesting for clearing. It makes me think a little bit of Val Molten Shell back in the day. Like, I could see some really spicy auto bombers happening with it. And I always used to joke about when Val Blade Flurry gets added, it would be Val Blade, because for some point in time, every blade skill that got added to the game would just be super powerful. And I was like, at some point, we're going to just get Blade and Val Blade. And it's just going to wipe the entire server on use. And yeah, it's just really funny. Like, it just obliterates entire screens at a time. Don't know how much more efficient it is than actually than just attacking, because as you see even in this video, when they're just attacking normally first, which I think is here, you know, that's instant. The other one has a charge up. So I don't know, it's pretty scary in Path of Exile to stand still. Next up, here is a new unique flask you may encounter in the Forbidden Sanctum expansion, and it was designed by Steelmade. Incredibly cool item. And honestly, just so cool. Everybody loves this. You obviously have seen some of the uniques are very hardcore specific because they're made by hardcore players. but this is definitely something that softcore players will really love as well. Definitely going to be a lot of people's favorite, and people have been saying the price is going to be 150 divines. Wouldn't surprise me that much, because obviously explosions, very, very OP in PoE. We used to have them on every build. Now they got nerfed, and they're now on things like Asenats and a few other things. This is a flask explosion. Definitely one of the more powerful items we've seen, and it scales with flask effect. And I don't know how high the roll goes. It looks spicy, and it lasts for a very long time already without quality. So 100% uptime for mapping for sure. Incredibly cool, unique. They've changed the way monster resistance will be shown. So here's like cold resist, fire resist, lightning resist, and here is when they're vulnerable to those. Another new divination card for Mage Blood, the Insane Cat. And something that's crazy here, this is obviously for Mage Blood, and Mage Blood is an item you really want to divine, because if you get a low level or a low amount of flask usage, 2 for example, well, I mean, I guess it'll make Mage Blood slightly more accessible. 2 flasks is going to cost a lot less than 4. It's interesting that it is item level 84, and if I remember correctly, the quantity corruption on belts is at item level 85. Here is another sanctified relic, and now we're starting to see a little bit about how much power creep these can give. They're completely untradeable, and we have no idea how good they're going to be. But pretty cool to see that, you know, so much power creep, and I wonder if, like, it does say unmodifiable, but I wonder if we have like a way to evolve them inside the league mechanic, and we have to do that before or after finishing. So many cool questions. But yeah, this is going to be a lot of power, and some of them might even be build enabling. So we'll see how that works out. We also have a unique ring designed by Jung Ruan, and all these uniques, including the one I made, is from people participating and winning. Basically getting a top 7 position in the boss kill race 2 leagues ago. So a few uniques, like my one came in last league, and then the rest of them are coming in now. I think there's maybe still 1 or 2 pending, I'm not 100% sure. So this one is increased projectile damage and dex and lightning res. However, projectiles return to you at the end of flight, and projectiles are fired in random directions. This could be incredibly strong, and this works on both attack projectiles and spell projectiles. I think there was already some things they said it wouldn't work with, like Forbidden Rite and maybe Cremation, but it'll be interesting to see what it works with. So that's pretty much all I can think of that they have shown so far that I haven't talked about. Hope you guys enjoy the update videos. Very excited for this league. I feel like, for me, I'm always very like, whatever about the league mechanic. It's never the most exciting thing, and they're usually like just a little nice bonus. However, this time, especially as somebody that loves Hades, I am very excited for the league mechanic, and probably a little bit less excited for the rest of the game compared to, like, you know, when there's big resets and stuff. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sub if you like it, but more importantly, try to die less than I do.